Alright, so how y'all doing today? I wanted to come out here and make a video real quick, kind of showing you guys the differences between the years on these old trucks. Now, this right here is a 64, and I own all 3 years, so I'm going to show you guys what the differences are between a 64, 5, and 6. Start off with, we're going to go with the most obvious thing, which is going to be on the fender here. Now this is a 64, like I said earlier. It's going to have the bow tie and it's going to have the 10 below it. Now I'm going to show you guys what a 65 looks like. So right here is a 65. As you can see, it's not on the fender, it's on the cowl. Okay. And a 66 will also be on the fender, except the 66 will be square. It'll be about the size of this, and let's say 10 with a little bow tie next to it. So that's one of the more obvious things. And on the 66, another thing only for the 66, it'll have reverse lights. None of the rest of them have reverse lights. So a 66 will have reverse lights, and it'll have the little square fender badge. Okay, now let's talk about a few interior things. One of them is going to be your Vin plate. As you can see, this is a 64, the Vin plate's right here. On a 65 and 6, the Vin plate's going to be up here. Another thing, your tag right here. Now this one has all your engine specs. Has 153, 230, another 230, 292, and 283. Now the 65, I think it has the 153, the 230, 292, and the 283 also. But the 66, I don't think it has the 253. I think it just has 250 and sorry, not 250. 150. It has the 153, the 250, and then the 292, and then the 283. There might be one more, but I'm not 100% on that one. But I know they're different between the years, basically. Another thing that's kind of small is your windshield wiper. Now this one here has the single speed. It doesn't have the 2-speed. And the 66 has 2-speed, and it also has the washer button in the middle of the switch there. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure they come out standard in 66 with the 2-speed and the washer button. I could be wrong on that. That might be one of the things I'm wrong on, but as far as I know, every 66 that I have has the 2-speed wiper and the windshield washer pump button in the middle. And that's the only outside things that determine your years. Now, the frames are different. Not a lot, but they are different. This right here is your tracking bar. Basically, it just keeps your rear end from walking as you go down the road. So as you can see, this thing right here is welded to the rear end. Has a bolt going through it. It's up here on the frame, also has a bolt going through it. Now, on the 65 and 6, they don't have this. It's a collar that goes through right here. It's tapered and has a big nut on the back of it. This is shorter and it goes right here. Now here's a 66. As you can see, a lot different. You might can see that. Yeah, you can see it's a lot different. You got the tracking bar, and you got the collar with the big nut on it. Now, how do you tell the difference between a 65 and a 66 if they're so similar? It's simple. The emergency brakes are different. This is a 66. It has the short 2 cables that come out of the drums. A 65 has long cables. They run all the way up under the cab, and they hook to a bar that you pull. Whenever you pull the handbrake in the cab, it pulls the bar, which tightens the brakes. Now these have 3-piece cables. Have a long cable that basically hooks both of these together. And then you pull that cable when you pull the handbrake in the cab. that's really the only huge differences between these trucks that I can come up with. So if you have a truck that has, you know, like mixed match title, or someone's changed the frame on it and you're not 100% sure about it, these are some of the ways you can tell. There's really not a lot of difference between these trucks. When you're just looking at them, they look the same. They're going down the road, they look the same. You know, fender badges, people can change fender badges. But frame's a little harder to change. So if you have a Frankenstein truck, you know, if you got a 66 title but it has a 64 rear end, chances are your frame's been changed. But that's really the only differences I can find that are huge. But if you have any more questions, let me know. Hope y'all have a good day. Bye.